Well, that sucked. During that broadcast where I had just scored a touchdown, we blue screened. So we're going to continue right where we left off. We had just scored a touchdown and get ready to kick the extra point. I have no idea why it blue screened like that all of a sudden. I don't understand why it does that.
We welcome you back to the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. It's the Falcons in possession of the football as we rejoin the action in the first quarter. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive they got.
We got another stop, so let's see if we can go up by 14.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
I don't care who you
Well, one thing that's different is they're not wearing the throwback jerseys that I had them wear in part one. And they just decided to, oh, you're going to continue the game? Well, they're going to be in their regular jerseys. Well, that's bullshit. If I wanted them in the regular jerseys, I would have put them in it to begin with.
Throwing on first down. Stanley. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he will find Ridley on the left side, 15-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw. Stanley. And that one got tipped. Got to throw everything off. It brings up third. Jones, one of the most gifted wideouts in the league, no doubt. But he's going to have his hands full. He's set to lock horns with Chris Harris, as Harris is going to be shadowing him all around the field.
And what I love about Harris's game is his ability to play outside, work inside to the slot, and he
is into the end zone.
There we go.
Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game.
All right, we got the ball on our 9-yard line, and we got another stop.
On 1st and 10, Stanley buying time to his left. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw. Stanley. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On first down, Stanley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Throwing on first down, Stanley. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Damn.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to the air on second down. Stanley, wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
To throw on second down. Stanley forced out to it, and he'll take it into
There we go.
the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
All right, got the ball on our 7. Got another stop. Broncos just don't have a really great offense, so defense is actually looking good because of that.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw. Stanley being chased out left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10.
Man, Freeman, you just ain't got it no more.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
6 carries for 8 yards. That's horrible.
Excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
From the gun on third down. Stanley. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop
we should be getting rid of some of these offensive linemen, like seriously.
Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed,
we're going to go for it.
Toughness to go across the middle. You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On 1st and 10, Stanley steps away to his left. Room here to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st down, Stanley, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game. And
to throw on 2nd down, Stanley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun, Stanley. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defense.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space.
All right, there we go. Building up the lead.
Pads into the end zone.
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people.
All right. Got another stop.
Throwing on first down. Stanley. And Jones has it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On 1st and 10, Stanley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
The penalty is declined.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38!
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley over the middle, complete. That's Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ohio! Ohio!
From the gun, Stanley. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Yeah, I was wanting to throw it. I got hit too quickly.
He gets him for a loss of 7.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
To throw on second down, Stanley dancing to his left. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Ohio! Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round!
On 3rd and 2, Stanley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons add on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
You can continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Off play action. Stanley.
Oh, man, come on.
The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there?
And they go down and get a field goal. Hell, Devontae Freeman can't run the ball, so I don't have much of a damn running game other than when I have to scramble.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battles.
Carries for 20 yards. That is such trash.
On offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw on second down. Stanley. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Buying time to his left. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run, too. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 11 more on that one and another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try
and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their quarterback. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on second down. Stanley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun. Stanley got his man complete over the middle. That's Underwood. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the foot.
And he is in
All
the
right,
end zone
got in
for a
there.
Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate.
Okay, got the ball back. Got another stop. Defense playing really good this game.
Here we go.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley looking deep for Julio. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Oh, he goes all the way for the score. Hell yeah.
Julio Jones, 72 yards. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
All right, got another stop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Stanley. It's complete. Hooper. And down they go. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on 2nd down, Stanley. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Forced out. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Come on, guys. Hold your blocks. Don't let them get off, man. They just get off the blocks so easily.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On third down, Stanley over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, Stanley. And he's got Sanu. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley being chased out left. Finding room to the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like,
and this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand.
Offside, defense.
And yes,
That
they want the
penalty is
points, so
declined.
they will decline the penalty, no question there.
you don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put
Well, they got another field goal, and there's 20 seconds left in the game.
And here now come the Falcons. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL.
And a big loss here as he's
Come
taken
on.
down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Falcons on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Stanley. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, we have to punt that, and the game's over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
All right, well, we had a really good game offensively. Completed 43 out of 50 passes, 480 yards. Completed 86% of the passes, 7 touchdowns, no picks. Rushing, Devontae Freeman, he was shut down early in the game. He didn't really start doing much till about the end of the third quarter is when he started getting that average yards per carry up. But he ended up with 17 carries, 68 yards, averaging 4 yards a carry and a touchdown. And I had 15 runs for 158 yards, averaged 10.5 and got a touchdown. All right, and Julio had a heck of a day. 14 catches, 209 yards, 4 touchdowns. Austin Hooper had 8 catches for 88 yards and a touchdown. Ridley with 9 catches, 73 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Freeman had 4 for 48, Sanu 4 for 25. So we moved to 500. We go to 3-3 on the year now. Next game we have Tampa Bay. So until next time, we'll holler at y'all later.